Do you want to improve your DJing technique? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 3 common mistakes that new DJs make, and I'm going to tell you how to fix these. If you're new here, my name is Karl Thomas. I'm a UK-based bar and nightclub DJ, and for the past over 18 years, I have been DJing week in, week out at a variety of different bars, nightclubs, and events, and also I've had the privilege of playing abroad too. This channel is all about helping you to level up your DJ skills and to help you get booked as a DJ. But without further ado, let's get stuck in. Mistake number 1 is overusing the effects. So you can see there, I applied the effects all over the track and it just made things sound confused. It made the track sound muddled, and you're probably just going to end up confusing your crowd that's in front of you. They'll probably think that you've got some kind of dodgy download of the track. And trust me when I say, I have seen so many DJs overuse effects in their tracks. Rather than taking this approach, it is far better to use the effects to build anticipation, build excitement, and use them sparingly through your tracks, through your transitions, in the example I'm about to show you. Mistake number 2 is clashing vocals, so mixing vocals over vocals. So as you can see there, clashing vocals together in the mix just made the mix sound completely awful. The tracks were beat matched together, they are in keys that complement each other, but the mix just sounded dreadful. And if you're playing out live, you are just going to confuse the heck out of the audience, okay? So try to avoid it at all costs. Now, when it comes to playing out live, if you want to avoid this type of mistake, it does require prior knowledge of the tracks you are mixing together. So you are going to have to ideally listen to the tracks beforehand so you know where the vocal breakdowns are. Now, to help you out with this, you can even put markers on the tracks via hot cues and also memory cues. And this just gives you a visual representation on the waveform so that you can help to identify when vocal breakdowns start. I'm going to show you this now. Now, to ensure that I don't have a vocal clash on this mix, I've actually set up a marker where the vocal breakdowns will start on the track. So as you can see here, this I know is a vocal breakdown, if you can see on the waveform. So what I'm going to do is either put a memory cue, which is just here, or a hot cue. So we use a memory cue. That means that that is the start of another vocal breakdown. And I'm just going to do exactly the same on the 3rd vocal breakdown here. So we know that the vocal breakdown is here. Now we're going to do this mix again and do a nice smooth transition that avoids these vocal clashes. So we're just going to start the track from here. Imagine the track's been playing the whole time, but this is how we're going to set off the mix. Nice and smooth, and you can see where the marker there it completely avoids any kind of vocal clash. Of course, there was a little bit of an instrumental breakdown there, so it didn't quite meet the vocals in the first place, but by putting that marker in place, you know that you're going to have to mix out by that particular point in the track. Mistake number 3 is mixing the outro of one track into the intro of another track. Now, you're probably sat there thinking, hold on a second, if it's in time and it's in key, it's going to sound absolutely perfect. And you would be right. It is a good way to mix when you are starting. However, if you do this live and it is the only thing that you are doing, so playing the whole track, leaving it to the outro to then bring in the intro, okay, you are going to lose the attention of the crowd if you're playing live. You're going to potentially damage the energy of the room. And so if this is the only transition and only thing that you are doing, over time, this will damage your DJ set and it will make your DJ set sound a little bit boring. Okay, so outro into intro mixing. Now, you've got to imagine that the track on deck number 1 has been playing the whole time. This is the track that people have been dancing to, and I'm going to be introducing the track on deck number 2. Now, as I mentioned, it will sound absolutely fine. However, just think of the crowd in terms of energy level and attention. It's quite a long and drawn out mix. Here we go. So as you can see there, everything was absolutely perfect with this mix. It was in time, it was in key, it was just a little bit long, drawn out, and just quite frankly, a little bit boring. So let's jump back on and I'm going to show you how you can fix it. So this time around, same 2 tracks, same concept, we're going to transition from one into the other. However, rather than waiting for the outro of track 1, so imagine that in the first example had been playing to the crowd, the audience, for the whole duration. This time we're going to move the mix far sooner into the playtime of track 1. So we're not even going to get to the breakdown, the second breakdown, sorry, of track number 1. We're going to, by that point, have mixed in track number 2. And you notice that I said in mistake 2 that you want to avoid those vocal clashes. Well, this mix really does complement each other because we've got vocal stabs in both of these tracks. However, they kind of complement each other because you've got a vocal from track number 1, then you've got a vocal from track number 2, and they kind of bounce backwards and forwards, which is a really cool effect. Now, in order for this to work, you are going to have knowledge of the tracks you are mixing. This only comes with practice, practice, and more practice. I have always said to people, DJing is a marathon, not a sprint. And after a while, things just start to fall into place when it comes to phrasing and also song structure, especially with dance music. Anyway, that's enough of me talking. Let's crack on with this mix and then you can hear the difference. And there we have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to get my completely free guide on how to get DJ gigs, there is a link down in the description down below. If you've made it this far, please do give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It's completely free of charge to do. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next video.